Timothy, all of a sudden, your whole body erupts in like a hum, a tingle. Your brain is on fire, and you know what that means.
Mute my mic, and hello and happy Sunday, friends. 'Tis I, DM Daddy RPG, once again here bringing you happy tabletop fun time shenanigans. Well, except this time in the role of a player, as since October, JenofThieves has run the Friday night games. She has taken over Sundays now. We are playing a Highlander themed campaign called Call to Arms. Do my social medias real quick because that's important, and stuff, and Discord. If you want to come sign up for games, talk to us about games, playing games, etc., 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 vote for games, Discord, come over to Discord. YouTube, all of our games get uploaded over onto YouTube, edited down in a nice handy dandy format. Go give us a like, subscribe over there, and check out all of our previous stories. There are many, many, many stories with which you can watch. And Patreon is what we use to fund all the things, how we get the books, how we get the arts, how we get the maps, how we get the stuff, etc. You get cool stuff like weighted voting, YouTube credits, private Discord channel, and merch, and maybe slot for game. And that is all my social media. Jen, take us away.
Oh, so fast. Oh god, I'm panicking. Hi everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to Call to Arms. It's a Highlander game based in the Everyday Hero system. I will admit, I'm not a big rules snob, so I have condensed some of the rules. All the rules I'm using are easily accessible to my players. And if you in the comments or chat notice I'm doing something wrong, no.
She's not doing it wrong. She's doing it her way.
Just
Story trumps rules.
That GM privilege. Exactly. Story will always, mostly, always trump rules. Today we have 3 of 4 of our main characters here tonight. Who wants to go first with a little mini introduction?
I can.
Do it.
Okay. Let's see.
We got. Did you do names? I don't think you did names.
I didn't do any of it. It's your show. It's your show today.
Hey, Korhal, as Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Go ahead, go first.
Bjorn Barrow. He's a very nice guy. He looks like a Viking because he is one.
Was one.
You don't know what I do in my free time?
Fish.
Yes, he grew up as a Viking. He's been everything from a farmer to farmer, smuggler, pirate, hermit, monk. Not welcome in Italy currently due to a few events. But, other than that, pretty nice guy. Currently lives in Portland, where he owns a small fishing company.
What's the name of the fishing company?
Barrow Fishermen's Limited.
Oh. Fancy.
This is the third generation of my family that's actually been the direct control owner of this fishing company. We are deeply, deeply committed to proper family values.
Perfect.
As passed down from one generation of me to the next.
And you are, in fact, obviously an immortal.
I am an immortal. I have inside me blood of kings.
I almost said it. All right, let's go with
fifth brick.
Okay.
We're 2 away from a record.
there-
2 away from a record.
Is it specific?
It's
No.
random.
Random. Okay. Cool. Timothy Edgewood, played by Glenn Dizzle. Tell us about
Use
yourself.
your full name.
Timothy, he's always trying to make a buck, He's always trying to get a buck. He ran out of England in the late 1600s, about right at the early 1700s. Because yes, he is an immortal. He is also a child of the age of 11 when he died.
Yeah. Where was he born? What was it like?
Well, he was born in Gloucester. He was a prince. He was royalty, and but he wasn't always in the best health. But he made a friend out there with out of one of his servants, and well, his servant killed him. Turned out that servant was an immortal who knew he had the potential to become an immortal. And he killed him to stop his sickliness and suffering.
Mercy. Comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah. So we skipped over during the American Revolution. And Timothy has been living there ever since, around the New York area.
Perfect. And finally, yeah.
He was just constantly looking for the next quick buck.
Never enough.
You can't. New York's got some expensive tastes,
I
And
know.
I've got cover to keep. It's hard.
Gotta be your own parents.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, we have DM Daddy in the role of Jason Wild. Tell us about Jason.
I am Jason Wild, not an immortal. I believe I might be the only not immortal in the game, which is fine. Grew up kind of like in the system. Parents died very early on. Grew up orphan. Was a bit of a delinquent in my youth. Ran into some trouble. Got pulled into some crime and stuff like that, etc., etc., etc. And then, when he got out of the system, when he hit 18 and couldn't be adopted anymore, he just went into the military because that's what you do when you got nothing else to do and nowhere else to go, jail or military. So he went military and did a couple of tours and then came back and tried doing other stuff, fell back in with a bad crowd for a little bit, past life caught up with him, etc. And then one of his military buddies got him a job in private sector, and he does private security, and he's currently in New York watching over some shit kid. But he's a bodyguard, and he's really good at his job.
And he's paid well.
And he's paid well. My character sheet doesn't reflect that yet, so you let me know when you pay me.
Absolutely.
What branch?
Army. Didn't get that far.
Perfect. So, to start off tonight, we are split. We've got 2 in New York City and 1 over there, way over there in Portland. Way over there.
It's
Anybody
different.
feel in their soul they want to start off first, or should I pick?
Whatever direction you feel speaks to you the most.
Then we'll start in New York City.
Alrighty.
Tell me a little about where you live.
Well, the estate, because I've been doing this a long time. I've got some decent places built up. It's just outside of the city proper. Yeah, but something I could easily take the train to get back in. That's
Are you telling me we're in Long Island?
I was thinking more in the mainland.
Okay. I was just like, strike one.
I was thinking more of the mainland.
That's a pay raise right there.
And what do you normally expect from your bodyguard?
Honestly, he's there mostly just in case I sense another immortal. What other scrapes I can usually get myself out of. For some reason, I talk a lot. I don't, and people for some reason listen to me when I talk a lot, and it just kind of works out. And I am not above using that.
Hashtag blessed. Would he start the evening off with you, or is he off in his own place? Do you house him? Do you feed him? What's the arrangement?
Yeah, I'd house and feed him if he wanted. If he'd prefer his own place, that's his.
Housing in New York is expensive.
It is.
I'll take free room and board.
We got free room and board then. We're all for him. And stocked fridges of whatever he wants. But it really, like I said, depends on what I'm trying to do right then. So, what time of day is it?
It is early evening, and as you kind of
Evening.
start your evening routine, well, what do you normally do in the evenings?
Honestly, I'm kind of working the rush hour crowd of where people are just walking out of the offices.
Okay.
He wouldn't be too far away. At this point, it's more or less like pocketing. If I see an easy grab, I might grab it. But I'll not like hard up for anything right now.
As you are scanning the crowd with your trusted bodyguard maybe not next to you, but at least nearby, keeping an eye on everything as you exist in the city, your phone starts to ring. It's a number you have programmed in your phone.
Okay.
It's not one you've heard of actually more than once. You might have even forgotten it was in there. It's a personal assistant to a billionaire tech mogul. You met her at a convention as it was moving through town a couple of years back. You were interested in some of the games the company was putting out, some of the technology it was putting out.
Right.
You're trying to get some stock, free stock, really. And you wish you could have kind of gotten it, because since then this company has shot through the roof in value. But here she is, Naomi Franco, calling on your phone.
Okay. Huh. Step out of the mainstream of people bodies. Over to the side. Hello.
Oh, hi. Is this Tim?
Yes.
Timothy, Mr. Edgewood. Hi. This is Naomi Franco. We met a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I remember you.
I called your parents to make sure I had some permission to call you. This isn't one of those weird things, you know?
I appreciate you checking in.
Yeah. How have
Otherwise, that'd be a little creepy.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I have an offer for you, and I tried to run it by your mom and your dad, but they told me they didn't care, and to just give you a call personally because well, it sounds like you do what you want, and that's great. That's great. But I wanted to, if you're not busy tonight, make you a quick little offer.
Well, I'm listening.
Are you busy tonight?
Oh, you want me to meet you?
Well, me, no. Well, me a little. It's there's an event. There's an event.
Okay.
I wanted to invite
Lots of
you to.
people.
It's pretty exclusive. Just a couple hundred.
Okay, that still counts as lots of people for what I'm asking.
Doesn't. You don't get out much. This is New York City, honey.
No, it's not that. Just adult asking a kid to go somewhere, a little creepy, without a lot of people there.
I mean, your parents said it was fine.
I know.
You're welcome to call them, or I
Okay,
could just
I
invite
probably
somebody
will.
else. That's fine.
I'm okay. I'm still interested to hear what you're saying. I'm just letting you know. It's a little creepy coming off to begin with. But we're
If I was
okay.
inviting you somewhere all by yourself, maybe that would be weird. But
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was making sure. It wasn't just by myself.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So what's up? Where to, when, what do we
Well, now I'm kind of uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
Tell you what, I'm gonna hang up and I will call your parents back. And if you're interested, you can get the details from them. Okay.
Sounds great.
Click.
Wait for Jason to catch up.
Jason's literally standing right there.
Oh, okay. Then you heard the whole thing.
Just to your side.
Yep. Sounds like we got a place to go.
You're a weird kid, you know that?
I know. I get that a lot.
So what do you do while you wait? Because it's gonna take a little bit of time.
I text the parental figures.
Mm-hmm.
And let them know what's going on and say yes, it's okay.
Okay.
To get the information.
Okay. While you're waiting, do you go back to what you were doing before, or are you just kind of staring at your phone?
What kind of spare change do I have on me?
Spare change?
As far
Maybe-
as what kind of paper money do I have?
How long have you been out here?
Maybe an hour. Would have probably started around 3.
you maybe have like 60, 70 bucks. People don't really carry cash anymore.
Yeah. I said I would have dumped cards if I picked up.
What are you doing to make this money? Like, are you pickpocketing or like what? Like, what am I seeing you do to get this money?
Right now, you haven't seen me do anything to do it.
All right. We've been out here for an hour and you've just been standing there doing nothing.
No, I haven't been standing. I've been walking.
Okay.
So do you go back to what you were doing before, or do you just wait for a call? Or something else?
Honestly, let's go to the arcade.
Arcade. Okay. Nearest arcade is going to be about 2 blocks south of where you currently are.
Okay.
Are you going to walk or
Yeah, it's only 2 blocks.
taxi?
I'll walk.
Okay. Jason, are you doing anything in particular?
My job.
Okay. Since this is the first game, do you want to look around, check the place out for any threats? See anybody suspicious? Make a little test roll.
What would you like me to roll, GM?
Well, let's see. Let's do... We'll do... investigation.
Oh, something I'm terrible at. That's with a -1.
Are you?
That's with a -1 in the stat pool.
As you look left and right, skimming the sort of rush hour crowds, while Timmy is weaving through sidewalk traffic on his way to... I don't know. Timmy, do you tell him where you're going?
Yeah, I'll let him know.
On the way to the arcade. You notice a couple of homeless guys crouched along the side of the road, rattling cups for change. Across the street, you kind of eye somebody with a slightly oversized coat. You think he might be carrying weapons of some kind underneath it, but he doesn't look toward Timmy, doesn't look toward you, just keeps moving along his way. Passing a bus stop, there's someone who's maybe bumping a little too hard into tourists as they wait. But otherwise, you don't see any direct threats to the one person you are actually in charge of right this second.
Cool. I will continue to move, keeping Timmy within arm's reach of me. Not so much that I'm right up on top of him, but close enough where it's literally, I could literally just be like, and up with kid.
And while we wait for Naomi to talk to your not parents, I'm going to switch over to Bjorn.
And just for posterity, I will be keeping an eye out as well. You know, for my own threats.
Okay. Do you want to roll as well? I'm going to tell you what you see.
Investigation, you said?
Okay. You pretty much notice the same things. Maybe not the person with the too big jacket who might be carrying weapons, but...
That is a 15. I forget. Jack of all trades, that's one.
Okay. Still. No direct threats to you. You definitely notice the person who might be pickpocketing just because you know that move.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not coming toward you, so you don't have to really hold down your wallet or anything as you walk along.
Does he look like he's any good at it?
He's tourists good.
Mm-hmm.
Not as good as you.
I'll let him go. Okay.
All right. on the West Coast. Bjorn, kind of early afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
What would you be doing early afternoon?
What day of the week is it?
It is, let's say it's Wednesday.
Wednesday, mid-afternoon. I would either be, depending on how things are going, I'd either be on a fishing boat, I'd be in the office, or I'd be, I don't know, at my house / hobby farm, about 10 miles outside of Portland.
Okay. And where's your office?
The office is in the, I don't know if you want to call it the docks area, but it's we keep most of our offices near the pier that we use / lease. We have an arrangement with the city. Don't look too close into it. But yeah, all of our boats are up there, our fuel and everything. So we keep a sort of like processing plant with like the office block up top.
Okay.
I've got a feeling I'm about to get hit by a swordfish.
No. Just so everyone in stream knows, I am banking harms and heals for when a fight inevitably breaks out. And cares, if you choose to give someone a care, it will be in the form of half of a spirit point or half of a hero point, depending on the status of your mortality in this game. Yeah, I know, 6 already. It's cool. You guys are in for it.
We're gonna die to Brex alone.
No. You got a lot of hit points. It's fine. Bjorn, as you're sitting at your desk, your phone rings too. It is Angela Morales, one of your lovers.
Yes.
It's been a couple of weeks since you saw her. She's been very busy. She's texted when you've texted a good morning here or there. It's not like she's gone radio silent or anything like that. She's just been swamped with some kind of mystery project.
Well, she's like that. I pick it up. Hello.
Oh, hey there, baby.
Hey, gorgeous. How you doing?
I didn't think you'd answer. I thought you'd be on the high seas or whatever it is, you know?
You know, if you had gotten me about 2 days ago, I probably would have had to be reached by satellite phone. But no, I'm in the office right now.
I just really got to sell.
What you up to?
I wanted to show you something. Do you have a minute? I don't know how busy you are.
For you, I'll make a minute. Am I coming to you? Are you coming to me? I look over. You know what? For you, sweetheart, I've got an afternoon.
I'm hungry. And an address pops up on your phone from her text messages.
Okay.
There's not a name of the place. It's just an address kind of toward downtown.
Okay.
Just okay? I missed you.
Hold on. You're right. You, as always, are much more than okay. I would make a lighthouse comparison here, but I'm pretty sure I've done all of those whenever we've been talking for a while, so.
Yeah, no more sea puns, please.
Okay, fine, you got me. But yes,
I swear if you make another motion of the ocean joke, I'm leaving forever.
I can't say I blame you, but I'm not going to make that promise right now just because I don't lie to people I love. So anyway, Yeah.
So
If you
does that
can give
mean
me.
you would or you wouldn't lie to me?
So how long do I have to take till I get there?
Take your time. I don't want you getting pulled over.
Well, I hate to have to get pulled over and bribe somebody with a fish. They don't take sand dollars here.
I don't think that would work.
Worth trying. Okay. Yeah, if you can give me, say, about 45 minutes and I can meet you there.
Perfect. I'll see you there.
Yeah, I do think you might be.
Stop it.
No.
Takes up.
Okay. I take about 5 minutes, wrap things up, let the office folks know that I've got a meeting, and I don't know when I'll be back. I don't know how long this is going to run. Assume I won't be back. If I can get back this afternoon, I will, but just assume I'm gone.
Is this something you do often? Just kind of leave when you want?
Not when I want, but finding out I have spontaneous meetings on short notice, that's just the life of every businessman, isn't it?
Okay. So everyone in the office that you like announce this to is like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Well, I wasn't like making like a
whatever.
broad announcement, but I was telling like a few key people. And whether they believe me or not, I honestly don't care.
No, they're just gonna, yeah, whatever. I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, basically.
We got this.
I know. That's why I pay you.
Do you stop to get ready,
Okay.
or are you just going straight over there?
I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure how far the docks are from downtown Portland, so I'm assuming I don't have time to go home. So I don't know, like, go to the bathroom, make sure my hair looks decent, you know. Actually put on the tie I keep in my car, or like, no, in my office, just in case. Throw on a blazer and head out the door.
Okay. So you are on the way. Do you check out the address ahead of time? You just store it in GPS, or do you just know exactly where it is because you were good at navigation?
I Googled it to see what kind of restaurant it is.
There's not currently a restaurant there. It used to be kind of like a diner, but it's been closed since 2022.
Okay. Well, knowing Angela, she's got something up her sleeve. So, yeah, I plug it into GPS. I'm sure I have like a vague understanding of where it is. I've been here for a while, so I have at least a rough idea of where I'm going. But just for the fine details at the end.
Perfect. So off you go.
Off I go.
Back to New York.
Okay, my internet may drop real quick, but I promise I'll be right back.
Okay. You have plenty of time before you get a call back to reach the arcade. Do you go inside? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going around. I'll play a few of the crane games, you know, things that are more or less time and money sinks. If I get something cool, I'll give it to a little kid out there.
Okay. Let's see. We'll do it for funsies roll for you too. What are we rolling? Sleight of hand?
Sure. I have a 15 roller today.
Perfect. After like your third attempt at the claw machine, you actually pull out like one of those. It's not really a Pokemon. It's like generic Pokemon. It's big and round and purple, and it has like pointy ears. And that's what you end up with for your time.
Okay. Listen, I'm just mostly killing time till we get a call back. If I see somebody doing particularly well, repeatedly going back to the coin machine, I might buy something.
Okay. Well, your phone rings again. This time, it is a number that you just have in there as parents.
Mm. Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
you can't like, with all due respect, you can't like accept your own invitations.
I can,
Okay.
but think about it. Growing up, kid.
Yeah, like they already called me and I was like, I don't know what he's doing tonight. Tell him. Anyway, you have an invitation to like some exclusive video game premiere.
Okay. Where was it?
It's lists as some kind of like one of those spaces that's rented out per event.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes it's a pop-up restaurant, sometimes it's like an ultra exclusive party, just like a big venue space that they
Okay.
switch out all the time. I know, I'm sure there's a name for those, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. It's the world sneak preview premiere thing of some new video game.
Okay. Just text me the address.
So I should tell you're going?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I'm not here to be a receptionist. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Yeah, I'll send you the address. I'll tell her you're coming. And, I don't know. Do you need...
No, I've
Money?
got everything else.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, your father and I are very proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. Like usual, hand the phone to your bodyguard. I'll talk to him for a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Mr. Wild, how is everything going?
Fine, Mrs. Edgewood. How are you today?
Oh, it's just, you know what? It's been a long, exhausting day, and I'm so glad you are there for my Timmy.
Happy to be here, ma'am.
Anyway, he got this amazing opportunity to go to some kind of fancy video game.
Right,
preview.
the thing that he almost talked himself out of, yeah.
Yeah, that thing. He's just very cautious. He's very cautious. I'm sure you taught him well. Anyway, that's where he's going tonight. He's gonna have a good time. You're gonna keep good track of him, right?
You have ensured that he has a +1.
Yes, of course I have.
Just making certain. I'd hate for there to be complications on our arrival and for me to have to drag him out of there.
He's a minor. He can't be unaccompanied, but, you know, you'll do just fine.
Kids these days, I don't know what they can and can't do anymore.
You know what? Me neither.
Well, I suppose that's what you paid me for, ma'am.
Sure do.
Handing you back to your son.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
We good?
Good. Thank you, Mom.
Uh-huh. No problem, son.
Bye. Okay.
You know, if she wasn't happily married, I'd swear your mom's flirting with me.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's just a vibe.
I don't know.
So do I need to take you home, get clothes or something like that? Do you want me presentable in like the suit so we stand out as being important? Like,
Oh, instead of instead of looking for more extra money, I'm just gonna bust out the card, and let we go shopping for the nice clothes.
Gonna go shopping for brand new clothes just for you or for your
No,
bodyguard
for
too?
both. We both need to look very nice.
How nice are you gonna look?
I mean, I have a 3-piece suit.
What kind?
Bought off the rack at a men's warehouse.
We can do better.
If that's what you want, little lord.
Yeah, we go get a nice suit.
You go shopping. All right. I'm not gonna make you roll the shop. What? Who's choosing what he wears? Out of curiosity.
He would hate anything I pick, probably.
And yet, I will still let him pick his own clothes.
Okay. What are you picking then?
Jason doesn't care about brands or anything like that. He literally will grab the suit jacket, try it on. He'll throw a couple swings, try test draws, and it's okay, this will do, and doesn't care about appearance. It's literally just what will function in my job capacities should something go bad.
Full reach your vibe. Okay.
The only time I will stop him is if something he grabs looks extremely cheap.
I am not intentionally going for the cheapest thing because I'm not paying.
Very well.
Then I won't be stopping him because I want him to still be fully functional.
Yep. You pay me to do this job.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, back to Portland. Do you go straight to the location or do you make any stops on the way?
I stop by this little florist I know, and I get some of her favorite flowers. Stargazer lilies in this particular instance.
Okay. Just a good little bouquet.
Nothing huge, nothing overly extravagant, because I know she's not really big into big displays of affection. But the fact that I spent the time to find the right ones, even though they're not really in season right now, will matter to her.
Okay. And then on to the location she gave you.
On to dinner.
You drive up to the place. There's some limited parking right in front of it. It's kind of part of a long strip of restaurants on the bottom, condos, apartments on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of bookending the street, there are slightly larger lots that you could pay to park in if you wanted to. The ones at the front are metered parking as well. But it's a very busy, very densely trafficked area downtown.
Okay. I go ahead and just grab a spot wherever I can find one. I don't particularly care. I think I've got 3 or 4 minutes where I'm really supposed to be there.
Okay.
So I try to be a touch early, just, while I can. So yeah, I grab a metered spot.
Parallel parking, roll me vehicles.
Shot
okay.
Difficulty rating 19.
Oh.
You managed to squeeze in the proper fashion without taking off anybody's side view mirror.
Normally when I do this, it's about 60 feet long and it's got 2 engines side by side. So, the handling characteristics are a bit different.
Why'd you get so New York all of a sudden?
That's where he had to go to buy my mechanics in New York. I don't know. You're expecting a lot out of me right now that I...
Teasing.
God, Chef, act like you've been alive for thousands of years. Come on, man.
Only
hundreds. I'm not that old.
Sure, you're not.
As you get parked in front, it kind of looks about the same. You've driven through a time or two. It's been closed. It's a closed location, so nothing exciting has ever happened. The windows are kind of papered over. There was once a sign that said Patty's Diner, but it's not there anymore. You can kind of see the difference in weathering where the letters used to be, but those have been pulled down. Besides that, there's just a sign at the door saying opening soon. No date, no anything else. But the door's locked if you try it.
All right, I shoot I shoot her a text here and sort of just like lean against my car, looking both sides of the street. Both, I mean, not really expecting anything, but, you know, kind of on the lookout for something weird, but mostly on the lookout for an incredible young lady.
Well, roll me investigation as you're looking around the street to see if there's anything weird. I know, or perception, either way. That's plenty.
Okay.
It's kind of a little busy for late afternoon. The sun's starting to duck down over the horizon. Traffic starting to pick up as people leave work and head home. But nothing immediately strikes you as weird. Her car's not parked directly in front of the building, but it is metered parking, so if she plans on being there for a while, it might not be the most sound investment.
Well, that of course is her decision. At this point, I truly believe she's worth more than the money.
Couple seconds later, she gives you a return text. It's just a thumbs up and a smoochy lips emoji. And then you hear the rolling click of the door unlocked as she pulls it open from inside. She's got usual long dark hair, some golden highlights pulled up into a pretty slick tight bun. Well, black top, black pants, and just the most proud kitty smile on her face. Eyes sparkling as she sees you.
Don't you look like the cat that ate the canary? As I walk up and in.
Not really any canaries on the menu.
What will be on the menu?
So you know how I've been like so busy lately?
Yeah. I say yes as I, like, if she has a spot she's been like sort of hanging out and working, I put the flowers like on top of her paperwork. Like making sure she gets them, but not really, not trying to draw attention to it.
As you step in, the lighting's still pretty dim. It looks like things are still being loaded in, but the entire inside of the place, if you've ever been to the diner before, it looks completely different. It's been redone in dark, rich woods. There are banks of booths and tables all kind of pushed in off to one side like they were just loaded in. Stacks of chairs along the other side. So if you pick a table, it's going to be either the hostess table stuffed against the wall by the door or one of the tables kind of in the waiting queue off to the side.
If I see her paperwork, I'm assuming there. If not, I'll just hold on to them for a minute.
No paperwork.
Okay. This is your new project.
My new project. Welcome to Mezcal Palace.
Mezcal Palace.
Yeah.
It's just got
Modern
that
Oaxacan cuisine. Are you ready?
Do you need a fish supplier?
We can talk business later.
Oh, what would you like to discuss now?
I need a test subject.
I'm flattered.
You have refined tastes. Unless you've been faking it this whole time.
I have fantastic taste in. I have fantastic taste in people. That part I'll admit to. The rest of it I try.
Okay.
So
But you're, I don't know, worldly, right?
I've been here and there. Honestly, it's been a while since I've been to Oaxaca, but I
I
can't
was gonna
deny.
ask, have you been to Mexico?
It's been a while, but I went through there once or twice.
Through there. My grandma
Well,
came
yeah.
from there.
Really?
She taught me how to cook.
Well, then you're already 3 steps ahead of me. My grandmother couldn't cook for shit.
Hmm. You know, sometimes the woman's place is in the kitchen.
I believe everybody's place is in the kitchen. They have food. And sometimes really, really beautiful people doing really nice things with knives.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I wish I had more to show you. It's not really much of a tour, but this is the dining area as she like walks you through, pointing out like the bathrooms and the back office, and a whole tour of the kitchen. As soon as she opens the little flappy door of the kitchen, just smells of meat and spices billow out, spilling into the narrow little hallway.
I like make a point of like, ooh, okay. Yeah? Darling, I've wanted to do incredible things to you since the second you texted me, but now I want to do that to your food too.
No, please don't. I think that's a health code violation.
Well, you're not open yet. We won't tell. We'll clean up after.
You get your choice of seats. Grab a table, grab a chair. I'll be right out with something for you.
Okay. I sort of like peek over at what she's making.
There's a couple of pans lined up on the stove tops. Something kind of brown. You're not really sure what it is. Set up along the counters, being kept cold. You can't really see a whole lot from there, but it smells amazing.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, grab a table and a chair.
Okay. I'm assuming 2 chairs?
If you really want company. I didn't invite anybody else.
Well, I think I can find, some extra soul who might be willing to at least tolerate my presence.
Well, I don't have their number, so.
Well, then I guess you and I'll just have to make do.
Guess. I missed you.
I guess. I missed you too.
Come on. Go. If you don't sit, I can't feed you.
Well, with that kind of offer, who can deny? I turn, walk, and sort of like pull out a table and a set of chairs and everything.
Perfect.
If there's like any tablecloths or napkins, I like put one out there too.
No tablecloths. There's like a stack of unfolded napkins. There's kind of like a pile of silverware. Everything is really half done, but it seems like she might have been doing it herself.
I lay out place settings.
Yeah, it's easy to find the makings for a place setting. It's just not assembled in a way one would for service.
I would really hope not. Hey, I get everything set up as best I can. I see if I can find a vase of some sort and tuck the flowers into it and put it on the table too.
I'm gonna say there's probably not a vase, but you could find like a water cup or something if you were poking around.
I grab one of her water pitchers, whatever kind it is, be it plastic, metal, I don't even care. Chunk flowers.
Perfect. All right. As you settle in, she'll bring you a little flight of specialty Mexican mezcals, little shot glasses, 3 of them.
Ooh.
Does the whole spiel about where they come from, what the tasting notes are supposed to be. Like, she's got a script and she's been working hard on it. Do you drink?
Absolutely.
Okay. She also, throughout the meal, she brings you a selection of moles, chicken, on some white rice. She's got a negro, a rojo, lays that out in front of you. Little kind of arugula salad with a spicy poblano dressing. And then for dessert, there's a Oaxacan chocolate flan.
Hot diggity damn.
And like a water, because like balance.
Yeah.
Do you want to have conversation?
Absolutely. Well, I would be. Whether or not it gets played out, though, is I leave to the DM's discretion.
Okay. I will bounce back to New York, but we will come back to this then.
Okay.
All right, Timmy.
Aye.
Do you go straight to the location, or do you want to stop and do anything first?
No, I'm ready to go once we get all nice and dressed.
You should eat.
Yeah, that's important, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, fine. Want to grab a burger?
Sure.
You go find a quick burger on the snack on the way.
Okay. Easy enough. There's like honestly, all the way to the venue location, there's probably at least half a dozen burger places you could stop at. Not gonna make you roll for burger. That's fine.
And each and every one of them, the best in New York.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you bring one of your parents with you? Just out of curiosity. Says while driving.
I said they're busy and they don't have any interest in us.
Not to get too sentimental or anything, kid, but like at least you know who your parents are, so you spend more time with me than you do them. I'm just not that I don't like spending time with you, just take advantage of it while you can, you know?
Mm.
You're never too cool for your parents.
Yeah, you're right. My parents are great. As he says, thinking back to his original parents.
When you think back,
Flashback.
what memory do you immediately swap to?
He's probably thinking back to when he was still, mortal.
There is what is your real name? Hold on. It had slipped my mind. Prince William.
Mm-hmm.
Duke of Gloucester.
Mm-hmm.
As you ride in the back seat of Jason's car, your mind drifts off, and suddenly you're in bed. Thin, sickly, sweating, your frail body shivering against your own bones. It's dark. It's cold outside, but you're warmed by the fire, both at your bedside and at the bottom of your bed. Thick blankets press against your skin in an effort to keep you warm. But it's been a while since you felt warm. You've been alone for hours. What have you been doing?
Flipping through this book that my parents left on my bedside table. I'd say at this point I would probably be about 10. So just enough to be really taught how to read.
The heavy, scraping groan of a giant wooden door being swung open draws your attention to the bottom of your bed where the hallway stands just beyond the door. The flicker of firelight illuminates a silhouette of a familiar figure, your mother. Her skin pale white, almost translucent, her privilege shown in the whiteness of her pallor, and she steps in, creeping, as though trying not to wake you.
I kind of tuck the book back underneath the covers and lay back Not really being stealthily, but thinking he's being sneaky.
Sweet William.
Mom? Hi.
Oh, darling. As her little feet patter across the wooden floor. Right to your bed. She pats the mattress before sitting herself down at the edge just to make sure she doesn't sit on you and break you.
Hi, Mom. Mother.
Hey. Hello, my love. How are you feeling? I thought you'd be asleep by now.
Well, sleeping was a little difficult tonight.
Difficult. Why?
Just pulls out the book. It was just, I wanted to know what happened next.
No. Honey, I think you should rest. She reaches out to try to take the book away. You can't. We've been over this. You are sick. You need to rest. You shouldn't be doing anything right now.
Can we just leave it on the bedside till tomorrow?
One day, you will be well again. One day, and you can go out and you can do anything you want and you dream of. But for now, that's just not wise.
Just, it's a little bit of a defeated look, and okay, Mom.
All I want for you in the whole world is for you to be strong and healthy. Go out and live your life. Have fun, meet people. But first you have to rest. Okay?
Okay,
You promise.
I promise.
She tilts her head, squinting across your face, and then slowly slides the book onto the table by the bedside, just out of your reach. Pats your lap and then stands. One day. I promise.
Just nods as he pulls up the blanket.
She nods right back, leans forward, plants her lips right in the middle of your forehead,
Gives a small smile.
giving your hair a gentle stroke, and then straightens up, padding back out of the room just as quietly as she came in.
Has one eye open looking at the book, but thinks better of it.
And you tune back into the real world.
Kid, you okay? You're doing the zoning out thing again.
Yep, I'm okay.
Your parents like test you for like the frickin' attention deficit thing?
Pulls out a little orange bottle and shakes it. Puts them back.
But I'll add that into my list of notes to make sure that you're taking your meds.
Okay.
So what's this thing we're going to?
They were saying it's a video game premiere. Sounds really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, that's all that matters.
As you pull up,
Thanks for the burger, by the way.
Anytime.
As you pull up to the location, there is a little valet parking stand set up right in front. There's a parking deck maybe a half a block away.
Do you mind? Do you mind the parking deck?
Little exercise never hurt.
This is like the only thing I own, and I don't trust other people with it.
You ride on past the front of the building. All the windows are kind of blacked out with sort of like a ultra glossy, super dark tint. There is a couple of guys standing at the front door checking invitations, and the line to get in is pretty deep.
Jesus Christ. Whatever happened to just setting like a quarter down on an arcade machine or something? Like video games these days, I swear.
That went out long ago.
Yeah, well, one day you'll be old too, kid.
Just kind of smiles as he looks out the window.
Jason appreciates the thick glossy thing because that's one less thing I don't have to worry about. People can't see in, etc. It's like good security measure. Down for it. Let's go. So like, are you like, do you think you're fancy enough that we're gonna cut the line?
We have an invitation, so I'd assume so.
I'd hope all of them would have invitations too, and they're not just letting people in off the street. Before leaving the vehicle, Jason's gonna check, like, it's like, gun, stun gun, okay, just making sure he has all of his appropriate thing, like, bangs chest a bit. Okay.
Okay.
While we were in the changing room, I would have had my vest tucked in underneath the nice clothes.
Yep.
Okay. What else are you bringing in, Timothy?
I'm also bringing in my zip ties. Just a couple. Just a couple.
Probably my pepper spray, because that's plastic. It can go through a metal detector.
Pepper spray. Okay.
Just in case.
Anything else? Just pepper spray.
I'm not going to take blades because, like I said, those events would usually, like big premieres, usually have a metal detector that would have to go through. So taking a blade seems to be a bad idea. But I will take that, my phone, any identification that I needed to get in.
You just have your little state ID.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much all of the stuff that I have in my back pocket stuff is coming with me.
Okay.
I'll ask him if he needs me to carry anything in, like the messenger bag.
I'll give him my bag. It's got my my multi-tool in it. And that's about it. Oh, I also have my watch on me.
All right. So you get out of the car, take the stairs down the floor to get to the street level, and head toward the venue.
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk back toward the front door, you can see at least one little news truck has pulled up across the street. People are sort of loading out equipment and fixing their hair and a handheld mirror. It just seems to be local news. There's a couple of people in the crowd kind of checking their appearance too. Maybe they're just hoping to look good on camera. Who knows? Do you go straight for the door or do you get in line?
We'll ask at the front to see if the invites are on the line.
Okay, so what do you say?
Walk up to the guy whoever has the list. Excuse me, I was told that I had an invite for this place.
You?
Yes,
your dad?
me.
No.
Not his dad.
As a +1. Yeah, he's my +1.
Yeah, okay, what's your name?
Timothy Edgewood.
All right. Oh. Kind of trades glances with the other guy at the door and then pulls out his tablet to start searching and scrolling through names. It takes him about a second or two before he kind of sobers up a little, like the smirk drops from his face. And he's like, well, welcome, Mr. Edgewood. All right.
You.
come on in. But who did you bring?
He's my +1.
Okay.
That should have been arranged through.
Yeah, it's pretty exclusive. Does he have an ID or anything?
Pull out my ID, hand it over.
He takes it, basically like takes a picture of it on his tablet and then hands it back. Does a little tappy tap to enter a record for him. Pulls up a screen that looks like a kind of like an NDA. Looks at Jason and then Tim. Do you sign stuff for him or?
No.
Okay, because this is just a document saying you're not gonna video record or talk to the media about anything you see in here tonight.
That's fine. I got this. I sign. I just reach up without him even moving and I start signing it.
No problem. Swipes it to another copy and like hands it over to Jason. Saves it. And then bumps the door open, stepping aside. So the two of you can walk in.
Have a good night, guys. Just the I'm clearly working, you're working, like head nod.
Kind of like a vague, the fuck. But that's
know. Like literally like mouthing, I don't fucking know.
As you walk in, it's pretty dark in there. Everything's clearly got very stark, edgy, techno contrast. The floors are dark, the walls are dark.
Immediately hand on Timothy's shoulder, just to keep track of him in the darkness.
It's not like haunted house dark, it's just not full house lights.
It's not full lighting.
Yep. There are tons of like blue LEDs lighting the floors and the walls. It's pretty much the main source of light. There's a big stage at the far end of the main room there. People are kind of starting to filter in and gather to await whatever speech is coming. Do you want to roll perception and check or investigation and check for like exits or to scan the crowd?
I would be scanning the crowd.
Do you want this to be investigation or perception?
Either one. Either one. I kind of assume you're always sort of looking out. Cool.
Just looking for general exits and things.
15.
Okay. Cool. So in terms of exits, there is the big like red illuminated one that is clearly the designated fire exit. And then there's kind of like a hallway back deeper into the building that has a pretty thick black curtain across it and another pair of bodyguards standing right outside of it. So you can't really see what's beyond that exit. But there's the front door, there's the side door for fires, and then the hallway down into the unknown. Timothy, you are welcome to note the exits if you'd like. You also notice that most of the people already in here are not celebrities necessarily, but they are definitely kind of higher tier businessmen, nerds, kids, like the teenager sons and daughters of wealthy businessmen in town. It's definitely...
Anybody I would have rubbed elbows with?
Oh, sure, probably. You run in higher class circles, so there's probably a few people you've seen or you've met before. If they recognize you, they don't come over to you or anything, but as you walk in, kind of heads turn to glance over to see who else has come in.
Hands are just in pockets.
Is this some kind of like influencer thing?
No. I mean, maybe, but at least not when I'm concerned.
There's a lot of kids here. All right.
I mean, it's video games.
It's a premiere. Normal kids don't get into these kinds of things.
No, it's with. I'll be honest, kids with money.
Gotcha.
As you're kind of filtering in, and everyone, there's a few people already coming in behind you. The back wall of the stage flickers to life, and you can see it's basically a giant TV screen. And across it, there's kind of a moving logo. In-person technologies. You've heard of this before. It's the company that billionaire you tried to get in with owns. They've recently gotten into video games. And you've probably heard here or there that is part of their new 2024 business plan to really drive up value.
Sounds like a Hasbro. Ooh.
You do anything, or do you just wait on anything?
I'm gonna start checking out any of the booths. Looking for, trying to get a hint at what they're premiering.
Okay. As you really, you don't have to look around for long. If you just keep kind of looking at the TV, eventually the logo will start to swap with kind of a brash neon, ultra graphic title card for a game called Kill Ride 2 Stab Fair. It's got kind of a cartoon picture of a grizzled taxi driver hanging out the driver's side window of his car with a gun in hand.
This is what they call entertainment these days. Okay.
This is what they market to people your age.
I'm just as lost as you are right now.
First of all, the taxi driver's doing it all wrong. He'd be better off if he stayed inside the car to brace the arm out the window, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't think this one's not too far, but that's besides the point. Maybe.
But it's the second one, unless they just skip the first one, because I hear sometimes people do that.
You're talking a couple of people dressed in all in black, the kind of black that says you're not really supposed to be paying them any attention, wander in with like full body mannequins that seem to be demoing some kind of equipment. They're sort of like headgear, gloves, like a vest situation, one set on either side of the stage.
Is it supposed to be VR?
I fucking hope not. Has anybody seen Lawnmower Man? Sorry, didn't mean to curse in front of you.
You're fine.
Don't tell your mom.
I won't. I assume we got a long-standing agreement on that one.
As people continue to filter in, we will switch back to Portland. As food gets brought out, there's some vague conversation. Obviously, she wants your opinion on everything she made. But here she is, bringing you out dessert now. A single little flan container, tipped over, plated, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Hand delivered. Well, 2 sets of silverware as she sits down across from you.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until the last second. I didn't think this was going to happen for me. I mean, it's been a grind.
I'm quite sure. Getting any business off the ground, but even the restaurant business, you've seen all the shows.
I know.
I can only imagine how bad it is.
Here, it's like a 30% chance. I don't know, but I I felt it, you know? I've been looking for something to do, something to focus on, and you've got, I don't know, fishing, whatever it is you do. I needed something of my own.
It's just a family business. The thing pretty much runs itself.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything, like, more you want?
Company.
Okay, you have all the company. You don't have to ask for that.
No, but it's good to make sure that you know that despite the fact that, well, based upon how little remains on this table, I clearly love it. And I think you're going to do amazing.
That means a lot.
I missed you, too.
Did you?
Yes, obviously. Do you think I just drop everything for the entire afternoon for anybody?
I don't know.
I've got fishing stuff to do, you know. Lures and nets
Sorry to
and
pull you away from fishing.
Clearly. Wouldn't be anywhere else in the world. I really do like your mole. I can definitely tell that a grandmother taught you how to make the mole negro. Because, yeah, that's the closest. That's the only real mole negro I've had in, I don't even know how long.
You don't know how long it's been since you've been to Mexico.
No, I don't know how long it's been since I've actually had a real mole negro. Because I'm not quite sure the stuff they served me in Mexico last time I was there was real.
How would you know mine is?
Because it tastes better than theirs.
I'll take it. Thanks for coming.
Of course.
I gotta clean up in here, but do you have plans tonight?
No.
Do you want to come back?
I'd love to have some. Sure. Your place, my place, this place. As long as you're there.
Mine is closer. I've been on my feet for hours.
Well, I like gently pull her into my lap. Better?
No, I still got stuff to do. But soon. Kind of pats you on the head and slides on off. And then heads back to start cleaning up.
Would you like a hand with the dishes?
No. Unless you're getting impatient.
Strong, independent woman don't need no man.
Mm-hmm. Don't need one.
Well.
She cleans out and then grabs the keys, heads back out to the front. Do you want to drive? You want me to drive?
I can drive.
Okay.
Wait for her to lock up and get in the car and head to her place. I'm assuming I would know how to get there from here.
It's not too far. It's the traffic's picking up, so it's probably 12-13 minutes, but it's pretty close.
Okay.
So she hops in your car and off you guys go to her apartment.
Yep, standard talking, small talk, holding hands, that kind of thing.
Cute couple shit as you drive to her apartment.
Oh yeah. Sappy as fuck.
Okay. Back in New York, the place is filled up. It's maybe 30 minutes later. Naomi comes out on stage. Blonde hair, just flat ironed within an inch of its life. Sleek blue suit, kind of matching the light color all around the place. She gives a little speech, specifically looking toward a corner of gentlemen dressed up in suits, maybe investors, talking about not just the game that they're coming out with. And if you guys want to roll me some insight, That'd be super duper.
Inside. Got that.
Cool.
Got that today.
Timothy, you just kind of like tune out, to be honest. You're not doing anything. Perhaps a little ADHD, you have to be doing something to feel invested. But as she talks, Jason, you know the game is kind of stupid, and she would agree with it. She does get genuinely excited as she starts talking about the brand new VR and haptic technology that In-Person Technologies has developed, as she kind of gestures to the very slim, very minimalized headset, the vest, the gloves, talks about the nanotechnology inside of it, accepting investors, like all the techno talk that you probably also don't really care about. And then she says that, you know, invitation only, invitation for the invitation. Some of you will select. We'll get a little shot. We'll get your feedback. We'd love to hear what you have to say. And look forward to having a good night. There are drinks at the bar for those who are legal. Sorry, kiddos. And she steps off to, like, you know, it's a small crowd, so an appropriate amount of applause. She walks over to talk to the guys in suits first. Do you guys want to talk before anything else happens?
Oh, this game seems like it'd be a bust.
Technology seems genuinely legit.
Tech is good. The game, it needs a little work.
Listen, like, that's been said about pretty much. Now, this is a little bit before your time, but like when the freaking consoles moved from the cartridges to the discs, everybody was saying the same thing. When it went from like 8-bit to 16 and then it kept going and going, everybody at first, like for example when PlayStation came out, it's like, it's awesome and it's 3D, but like it'll never last. Gaming's only 2D and blah blah blah. And now, well, look at it now. Now you got PlayStation 20 and Xbox Purple and
yeah. Well, hey, Boomer. I will say this. I have one of the NES classics. It's cute. It's little. Those are fun. Like, you can't go wrong with a classic.
right.
Naomi winds her way through the crowd and kind of making a beeline right for you, Tim.
Yay.
Do we know this?
When he catches
No, as she's walking up, I was like, do we know this person?
Yeah, she's okay. She's the one who called.
Okay.
Hey, oh wow, you haven't changed a bit. Hi.
How's it going?
Yeah, who's your friend? I'm Naomi. Hey.
Jason, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're not his father.
No.
I meant his father. Okay, I know your parents were busy.
He's my chaperone for the evening.
Perfect. How did you like the presentation?
Very well done.
Thank you. It's been a
As the
year.
kids would say, your game looks mid, but the tech's exciting.
You know what? Listen, I'm not really a big gamer myself, but Mr. Trust really has a soft spot for the little
Crazed taxi drivers shooting people?
games kind of like that, you know? He's easily bored.
He's a Grand Theft Auto fan.
Yeah.
Got it.
He's easily bored and likes bright, shiny colors, so he gets what he wants, you know? You haven't met Mr. Trust, have you, Maximo Trust?
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Yeah, Maximo Trust. He's the owner of this company. You haven't heard of him? I won't tell him that. Won't tell him that. His in-person technology is his brainchild, his baby, and he decided he would foray into gaming technology. The game, again, it's fine, but I'm not pitching this very well. The technology is amazing, and I would really be honored if you'd be interested in maybe giving it a little test drive.
You know what? Sure.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. I would offer like a little goodie bag of swag, but I'm not sure that's something you'd be interested in. You're welcome to take one.
We'll take one. You can go through it later.
Would you like a drink?
I'm driving.
Oh, okay. Well,
But thank you.
just a beverage? You like a soda?
Water, please.
Okay. She kind of like snaps her fingers at someone off to the side. They head to bring you just a cup of ice water.
You don't happen to have a bottle, do you?
Not on me. You have my bag.
No, but he's asking Neo.
Talking to me. She kind of gestures like it's just a bottle and just unopened, I'm assuming.
Correct.
One of those. Okay. Just an open bottle of water. Cold if we still have it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I'm so excited.
I'm
We are
excited
too.
for you.
Oh.
I will nudge the kid.
Yeah.
We are excited too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome. Someone brings you a bottle of water, unopened, cold.
Just said.
All right. Well,
Put it into my
Front of the
messenger
line.
bag.
front of the line. That's exciting. Very first person. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Perfect. She kind of turns to like herd you both back toward the little curtained off hallway.
As we're walking, we're going to text Timothy is like, why are you getting to go first? No offense, but you're not even the most important person in this room.
Reply, no clue. With
Okay.
a little red flag emoji.
Okay.
And
She's going to try to separate us, I guarantee it.
And just continues walking.
all right. And we'll flip back to Portland as you are led back beyond the curtain.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Everyone's like, I know a fight is coming. What is it? What is happening? So you pull up to her apartment. It's kind of like a middle income part of the city. Nothing too fancy. You've been there before. She hops out of the car, pulls her keys back out of her pocket. And starts to lead the way.
Lock and follow.
Perfect. As she takes the stairs, it's just the third floor. Doesn't seem to bother her too much to get up there. She pulls her-
I shamelessly make sure she goes first.
She exaggerates it a little, knowing you're back there appreciating.
Mm-hmm.
Reaches a hand out to her door to open it. But her knuckle knocks it open. She didn't unlock it. It just creaks open on its own with the slightest bit of pressure. She stops.
I try to step up like slightly in front of her.
Uh,
Did you?
I swear I locked it. As she kind of like leans past to turn the light on.
Go back to the car. Call the police.
She doesn't listen.
Oh,
The
I
lights
didn't.
pop on, and you know her apartment. You've been there before. It's very, very plain. It's an apartment. There's only so much she can customize on it. But she's normally a very clean and organized person.
Mm-hmm.
But through the half-open door, light now on, you can see things strewn everywhere. Pillows, cushions off the couch, magazines off the coffee table, furniture half upended, trash bags ripped apart. She leans past you to look in, like, what is... Oh my God, what happened? Just shoving the door the rest of the way open.
It would appear you've been robbed.
Robbed? I don't have anything.
Call the police.
Okay, but they're gonna ask me what was taken. As she kind of like
And then
tries
when-
to step inside.
Do my best to block her. Yes. And you need to say, I'm not sure yet. Because the last thing we need is for somebody to still be in here.
Roll me. Roll me strength or dex. I don't really care which. Oh, perfect. She's quick. You may be strong, but she is small and tiny and fast, and she ducks under your arm to slip on into the room before you can stop her.
Okay. Okay.
It's the middle of the afternoon. Who would do this? As she just kind of starts to meander through the space.
I pull out I pull out a pocket knife in my left hand and sort of keep it behind my body.
Okay.
But open.
Okay.
And then as she's doing that and muttering, I'm like doing my best to try to make sure there's no one else here. I'm like listening really hard over her chattering and like poking my head around the corners, like they're just an eye to try to see everything.
Okay. Give
And
me
just make sure.
an investigation roll then.
Haha!
Nice. You move room to room, glancing in through doors when you can. The door to the bedroom is closed, but you just kind of giving it a once over, you don't see anything high value that would have been stolen. Her TV is still there, her computer is still there.
Like all the quick to grab and easy to pawn stuff is still.
It's still there. Some of it's broken, like someone has thrown something directly into the TV screen. It's cracked halfway across, but it's still there. Nobody even like unplugged her computer like they were going to do it. They knocked the keyboard and the mouse off of the desk. You can't see into the bedroom. Like I said, the door to the bathroom is half open, and as you really focus in to listen, you can hear the faintest crinkle of something plastic toward the bathroom.
I snap my fingers loud, hoping that she'll see it and then go like.
She kind of jumps, hyper focused, since everything is kind of putting her on edge, and
I take my car keys, hand them to her, and say, in the trunk of my car, I need the brown duffel bag, please. As quickly as you can. Thank you. I love you. Hurry, hurry. As
she like kind of scurries backward, back out of the door, just moving as fast as her tiny little legs can carry her.
Hey, don't knock those legs. They are fantastic.
What do you do next?
Pull out my other pocket knife. And slowly, like one up one raise, doing my best to try to like make sure I can't be seen in the mirror. Like tap it open.
Roll me stealth. Then.
Ready to stab anyone I need to.
Roll me some stealth. Heck yeah.
Oh, hot damn.
Through the half cracked door, you can see exactly where the mirror is, and you know that like you have to sort of crouch down about half your height to avoid being able to be seen in it. But you kind of manage to wedge your way as far in as you intend to without anyone being able to hear or see you.
Okay. And I'm listening as hard as I can. I heard a crinkle.
Mm-hmm.
Based upon the fact that she's been here, they know that she's left, but I don't know if they know I'm here, so. Do I hear anything now that she's not there, so I don't have to, like, take her speech into account? Like, anybody breathing heavy? Like, someone who's excited about what's going on? Like, holy shit, I'm about to have a fight? Anything like that?
Sure. As you're kind of like crouched down, head in the bathroom, you can hear the faintest sounds of breathing and maybe like a finger tapping against something metal. But you don't get the feeling it's an immortal.
Seen too many. Okay. Seen too many people. You don't have to be immortal to kill me.
Just letting you know.
All right. I take a pen out of my pocket and toss it in, like high up around like up and lofting.
Mm-hmm.
So that way and then about a second later, I bust in, going in low, knives ready to stab whoever's in there, hoping that they'll be distracted by the flying object.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna switch back to New York.
I'd say, no, based on the number of bricks, I'm pretty sure this didn't work.
Can we count the name Maximo Trust as my brick?
No, that one's for me.
I love you.
You. Everyone has two still.
Everyone has two? Oh gosh.
When did I get to?
Oh, that I dealer's choice.
Rude.
The random.
Rude. Rude.
I evened it out.
Rude.
Naomi guides you down a pretty long hallway. It's
Is this the black curtain hallway?
the
Okay.
black curtain hallway. The lighting is kind of like more normal sort of office lighting. The deeper she goes, it's probably like a 20-foot hallway. It's pretty deep. And then she comes to a door. Pops it open. It's another room decorated with the dark paint and the blue LED lighting. In the center of the room, there is like a huge circular mat with the In-Person Technologies logo sort of screen printed onto it. There's a seating section, blue velvet couches and a little coffee table off to one side, and a mannequin with the same VR setup equipment right off of the mat. She sort of tries to wedge herself between Jason and Timmy and gestures for Timmy to go on inside. You put the equipment on, you just turn the headset on, the game's already loaded.
You should honestly probably help him put it on. He doesn't... Is there somebody who's going to instruct him how to put it on?
I mean, yeah, I can.
Okay.
It's fine, I'll help. Again, proprietary technology though. If you're like worried, you want to check out the room first because it's just gonna be him.
I mean, if it's VR, he can't see anything except me acting a fool.
And also,
You can still like examine the technology, and it's
also, I've already signed your NDA, and I can't afford that lawsuit.
you know, it's just file bankruptcy.
No, he really can't.
Fine, come on.
Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. She kind of leads the way and taking pieces of equipment off of the mannequin one by one. Do you accept being dressed?
Yeah,
Well, Timmy.
I suit up.
Okay. She gets you kind of like, before flipping down the visor of the VR's headset, she kind of gestures to the mat she walked you in the middle of. Just walk normally. The sensors will know where you're going and kind of adjust to which direction you're going in. You'll feel sensations in your hands, sensations in your torso. You should be able to get a full 360 view. If anything glitches out, you let me know. You just kind of hold up a finger and I'll come right help you out. I know it's not like your kind of game. I can get that impression, but you know, we're really just hoping for feedback on the technology and the game, but the technology, you know.
Okay, I'll tell you what I find out.
Do you know, like, the concept of driving?
I play racing.
Okay. I'm just checking. You know, this is New York City. Sometimes adults don't even know how to drive. And sometimes they still drive. Anyway.
I've been almost hit a few times crossing the road.
You've been, okay, I'm glad you added almost.
Yeah.
That would be, tragic. So tragic. I don't know, do you want to just, gesturing to Jason, just go say it?
Sure. He'll go sit in the couches that you said that were around.
Okay. Have fun.
Thank you,
Thumbs up in the
Naomi.
gear.
He kind of like wanders over to stand off by the seating area, kind of texting something on her phone.
Was that the only door into this room?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the only door.
Well, wish me luck.
Well, I'm not going to watch Timothy make an ass out of himself while wandering around in VR. So Jason will do his job and he'll turn. And I'll just watch the door.
Right. Timmy, do you actually play the game?
Yeah, I'll play it a little bit, and I'll kind of make my way through it, ish.
Okay.
I'm mainly feeling for responses and how the technology handles.
Okay. Roll just dexterity. Roll dexterity to see how well you do at the game. Not well at all, really.
I mean, racing
not a botch.
Like
It's not a botch.
13 and a half seconds in, you crash that cab into like a fruit cart. It's not going well. There's a watermelon wedged in your windshield. You can barely see over it. But it like the game, the graphics are amazing. The game concept itself is a little simplistic. But the technology, the VR, the haptics, they are probably depending on how into gaming you are, pretty cutting edge. You can feel like the rumble of the car passing over pineapples as they splash across the street. You can feel your body kind of shift left and right as you make the turns and the corners, as you grasp the steering wheel. Your fingers feel resistance.
Okay. Any kind of glitches I'm running into?
Not that you've met so far. And if both of you could roll me perception.
Sure.
Huh. Happy to.
That's a 19.
And that is a 16.
It's much easier for you, Jason, because you're not wearing a headset.
True.
Hearing the squeal of New York City tires.
Mm-hmm.
But even Timothy, because just over the whining and the groaning of the car sounds in your ears, both of you off against the wall, directly opposite you, Jason, in the room. You hear it click.
I've been standing there with like my arms kind of folded, like this hand's just gonna go into my coat.
And we'll swap back to Portland.
Of course we will. Stop edging us.
Almost. Nope.
You're in the second the door flies open. You hear just fuck come from the bathtub behind the door. You can't see who does it, and the door kind of flies back at your face.
Right. Do I recognize the fuck?
No, it's a male. Male, gruff. It sounds like a little muffled, but he's in the bathroom. So maybe that's why,
Okay.
or maybe he's got a mask on over his face.
I blame her fluffy towels. All right, but no gunshot or anything?
No gunshot, but you know what? Roll initiative. Teen. Cool. Listen, this is the part where I'm not used to doing things. So we're just not going to use a little initiative counter because there's only going to be two of us, right?
You tell me. Oh,
you
great and powerful mistress of the world.
So you go first. What are you doing?
Just so I'm clear, we're both in the bathroom now?
Both in the bathroom. He bounced the door back, but you already had a chance to get inside if you wanted to. If you don't, that's fine. Just let me know.
Okay. No, that's what I had planned. All right. As
Each turn, because again, I don't know if you've read the little cheat sheet, and I'm
6
saying this now for everybody else. You can move up to your max speed. You can take an action. You can sometimes take a bonus action. There's a list of free actions you can use, and also possibly the opportunity for a reaction. So there's a lot of stuff you could potentially do.
okay.
The bathroom is not 30 feet wide.
I was gonna say. All right. I'm surprised a full-grown man can fit in her bathtub, to be honest. All right. So I'm in there, low, 2 knives. I start I'm staring. looking at him, trying to see what he's armed with, if anything. So, I mean, can I see his hands?
I mean, I guess that is. Here's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go after him? Because things are exactly as they are.
I'm sorry, things aren't exactly as they are.
Like, that's where we are right now. Both of you are in the bathroom. He hasn't had a chance to go for a weapon yet.
Okay, so I can see he's not. I can see he doesn't have a gun in his hand?
No gun.
Okay. In that case, I stand there, both knives out. Who are you?
Yeah. Is that your whole action? Is that all you're going to do?
Based upon my knowledge of this system right now, like, I'm also relying on the 2 knives to make it clear that I can and will stab him before he can get a gun out.
Okay.
So, who are you and why are you here?
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yes.
Just
Since a
wanted to
dead
check.
body would a dead body will complicate things significantly.
Okay. He kind of laughs in your face. Pulls a knife from a little holster on his back.
Stab.
Oh, it's not your turn right now. And tries to stab you. So let me roll his.
Hold on. He's sitting in a bathtub.
He's not sitting. I didn't say he was sitting.
He's not.
Nope.
I'm sorry. I heard he was in the bathtub. I assumed he was
He's
sitting.
just
That's
in
my
bathtub position.
Well, I mean, that is his normal position.
Horror movie standing in a bathtub, not taking a bath in a bathtub.
I don't know this man's life.
He's dressed in all as you can get a full glimpse of him, you know, as he's coming at you with a knife. He's got a black mask on over his face. He's wearing black.
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to make stabbies. Roll knife. 21. I'm guessing that beats your defense. What's your defense?
It does. 14.
Cool. 4 slashing damage then, plus the 2 bricks, which is 6. So you take 6 damage.
Okay. Ow. That's gonna take some explaining.
It sinks into not directly the center of your belly, sort of off to the side, but the less important organs really are passing cleanly through your shirt and kind of coming to a stop with a thud as it hits the hilt.
Okay. Is that his move?
And from maybe the next room, maybe a room more, you hear the sound of a door opening.
All right.
Yeah, that's his move.
Since I've effectively got him grappled, I'm going to take.
You don't though.
Well,
would you like to?
I know exactly where his hands are.
One of them.
One of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take this moment and stab both of my knives into his neck.
Okay, so stabbing one knife will be an action. You can use the second knife as an offhand action, but it does not benefit from any bonuses. So it's just the roll itself. Cool?
Okay.
So
right.
You're going to roll that dagger twice.
So, I realize I actually don't have stats for my pocket knives because I didn't expect to use those as a weapon. But if I just go with roll and...
But you've been saying... Hold on.
I'm just saying I don't have a button to push for it, is my point.
Shotgun, equipment, cell phone. Why? Okay. Then I guess pocket knives are probably D4s.
Okay.
So roll me.
Knife, small, 1d4 slashing, has a penetration rating of 1, finesse, light, and can be thrown.
Okay, no bonus, just
Okay.
the proficiency bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so roll 2d4.
All right. Do I get any advantage on my main hand?
Oh, sorry. Actually, roll. Do you want to do Dex or Strength for these? Because they're finesse, so you can choose.
Strength.
Okay, so roll that twice. We'll start there. Okay. One of them hits, one of them doesn't.
He jerked his head to one side. Yeah.
Roll 1d4 for the first.
And then add your strength modifier.
Which is +3, so that's 4.
Right. Right.
All right, the first little tiny pocket knife, he wasn't really expecting. He was too focused on just trying to dig his knife deeper into your belly. And you are easily able to kind of jam the first pocket knife, sort of in that little sweet spot between the shoulder and the neck. From the amount of blood that leaks out around it, you're pretty sure you didn't hit anything terribly lethal. But he sees the second pocket knife coming and just kind of like jerks himself back, sacrificing a little flesh to do so. But your second knife glides right past him. I'll give you one more turn before something else happens.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn. Silly me. Let me 30 feet. Just kidding. All right, let me roll initiative again.
Oh, so I'm not getting it. I'm not getting a grace turn. Okay.
Well, you're not. I mean, you kind of are. I'll put you at 14. He pulls his knife out and tries to stab you again. But you are ready for it. Or maybe the blood on the hilt of his knife made it a little slippery. Maybe he aimed a little to the right. Who knows really what happened? It's getting kind of rough there in that tiny bathroom. But he whiffs.
Okay.
Now go again.
I'm not really going to be picky about where I stab him this time. I'm going to try to stab him again twice.
Okay.
In the intent of hoping to put this bastard down so I can then deal with whatever the hell's coming next.
Okay. Then roll strength twice again.
Come on. Come on.
Oh,
shit.
No. He's ready for you. He doesn't have a weapon inside of you, so he's pretty free to move wherever he wants. He's got his eyes trained on those two tiny blades, blood just kind of like dribbling down the front of his shirt.
These aren't fighting
darkening
knives.
the black as he goes.
This is why we wear black, right, Matt?
And let me kind of, roll to sneak in the bathroom because it's a pretty small space. Oh, just barely. From behind you, you feel the thudding pressure of the door opening back up. And suddenly there's a presence directly behind you.
A presence like a tingly kind of, holy crap, there's somebody with there's a warm body.
There is a body behind you. But that was all of his movement. And we'll say that's his turn.
Okay. In the interest of trying to do this the way the Highlander movie or shows would do it, can I grab the guy I've stabbed and sort of like try to do a martial arts throw and throw him into the door, smashing the other guy with the door.
You can try.
Improvised weapon?
There is that is a special attack. You can do this instead of attacking normally. It's called shove or trip. Sounds like what it would be trying to do here. Is ability contest. Attacker makes a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check.
Okay.
If the attacker wins the contest, they can knock the target prone or push the target 5 feet in any direction.
Okay. So, strength athletics then. So you're grabbing guy 1 to try to throw him into the door. Yes. Okay.
I'm grabbing the guy I've already stabbed, attempting to throw him into the door to hurt him and potentially inflict either damage or delay on guy 2.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so out of curiosity, how do I roll a strength and then...
No, it's just
Whatever.
athletics. Just
You
click
would
athletics.
just click the athletics skill.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got him.
22.
I hope I got him.
Let's see what we got here. Okay.
Yeah.
He's kind of beefy, so you don't manage to actually like fully pick him up and like throw him, but you do sort of like give him a hard shove just past you, kind of like into the door. It doesn't fully shut the door though. As the thud you hear isn't the thud of a door closing, it's the thud of a door hitting another human. And if you turn to look, you can see that the second guy is already so far into the bathroom that it's cramped. You couldn't have completely shut him off. But now there's space between you and the first guy, as well as the door, as well as guy number 2. But they're completely blocking your exit now.
Okay. They're also... Okay, are they stacked like 1 and then 2 like in a line? Or are they side by side?
It
Facing
is
me.
guy, door, guy.
Okay, so if I only have to deal with 1 at a time is what I'm asking. I'm not making myself clear, am I?
You kind of are, but if guy 1 moves up at all, guy 2
All right.
would easily get the rest of the way inside.
All right, but guy 1 and 2 cannot rush me at the same time.
Potentially could.
Not right now.
Guy, there is enough space. It's the guy
Okay.
2 could also get to you, yes.
Okay. All right. So are we doing top of the round, or is it their action, or...
It is guy number 1's action now. Unless you want to try to move somewhere. Because you can still do some movement if you want.
I glance around to see if there's anything I can use as like an improvised weapon.
There's typical bathroom stuff. Nothing like sharp or there's like a hand soap bottle, toothbrush, toothpaste.
What about the towel rack?
There is a towel rack. It is bolted to the wall.
Bolted? Okay, so it doesn't look like I could just go like and then swing with it. Okay.
It's actually a fixture installed on the wall of the bathroom.
Oh. Okay. In that case, since I can't do anything. how far can I? There's not enough room for me to back up enough to make any kind of difference, is there?
You've got probably 3-4 feet behind you, but
Okay.
if they coordinate, you know that both guys could probably get to you if they had to.
All right. Well, right now my best weapons still seem to be my knives. So.
You already attacked this round, though.
I know. I'm at this point. I'm like, me doing improvised attacks isn't gonna help. So yeah. I take a step back, try to get like into a good fighting stance, wishing to all gods that I've ever heard of that Angela would get back with my brown bag. Because of what is in my brown bag.
Okay.
So yeah, try to be prepared, center balance, all those little minute things that don't take a lot of time but might somehow help me.
Hey, like number 1 stabs.
With
His knife. What's your defense again? It's higher than 10, right? Okay.
yes.
As he swings his arm forward to try to close the different distance between your body and his weapon, the guy kind of comes up behind him just at the wrong time, and he kind of like veers off to the left. Guy number 2 slips on in and also tries to stab.
Ow.
That one he catches. It's a narrow room. He just kind of like arcs it over the shoulder of his buddy and catches you straight across the arm, sort of like flaying open your bicep as like you feel hot and wet soak through your shirt. And that's 6.
6 damage.
6 damage.
Okay. I am not looking good right now.
Nope. What are you at? All right.
Well,
All right. What are you doing?
no, I can survive. Can I disarm one of these guys and then use his knife against him?
You can try to disarm. That is a special attack. Strength versus
Okay.
strength or death. Death. Strength or death.
You know what? Since I can't die, I'm gonna take death. My death versus his. I think I win.
Roll me strength for disarm.
Yes,
Oh, I'm pretty sure you got him.
I hope so.
Did I close the sheet? What am I doing with my life?
Running a
Oh,
game
you
really
got
well.
him.
Yay!
So how do you disarm him? How are you picturing it?
So let's say he like stabbed across me and just like missed to the side.
Mhm.
I reached down, trap his arm between the wall and my side, and rip the knife out of his hand.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I don't have enough action to just go stab yet.
You can do an offhand attack.
I would like to try to stab him in the face with his. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna say stab him with his own knife.
Okay.
I realize that getting too specific
Yes,
brings in other things.
Now, again, you said you were going to be running things how you want to run them, but
Yep.
by the book, it says very specifically you cannot pick up a dropped weapon and attack them with it.
But he does have that second pocket knife.
Right. I'm just
So-
saying, Chef has said explicitly that he wants to use the dude's knife. I'm just
Thank you.
putting it out there.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
You use your fist or a pocket knife.
I'll use my knife then. As long as steel is going into this person's anatomy.
I mean, honestly, the same stats. So go ahead and roll me strength. That is enough. Roll me 1d4. That is an offhand, so you don't get proficiency bonus. 1.
Jesus.
Okay.
But
so
may I
just
say,
go
I
10, 5.
have left him a ghastly scar that is going to completely drop his charisma rating.
If you
Whatever
think he's got a
damage
pretty
may
face
done-
already.
Whatever damage he may do to me will not last long, but the thing I inflict on him will last a lifetime.
Tragic. So tragic.
That's how I'm soothing. That's how I'm soothing what little pride I have left after this fight.
You're okay. You're okay. Did you want to, I don't know, yell
I can
for
try
your
to
girl to hurry up, or let me real quick roll her initiative too. This is don't panic. This is not another thug. I just don't have another sheet.
Okay. That's fine.
She's doing her best. It's a big bag. She's trying
Okay.
so hard.
Do I hear her come in?
No, not yet. You don't.
Okay.
Um,
In that case, oh,
what else? Let's see.
okay. Jen, do you think she would have looked in the brown bag?
Would she have looked? Probably not. She was in a hurry.
She would have just grabbed it and then like looked in it when she was running? Okay.
Probably not. Probably not.
Okay. Never mind then. Then, yeah, I'll try to shove him back again,
Okay.
hoping to entangle the other guy.
Okay. Then that is another strength. Actually, no, you had your.
I didn't know if I still had a move or not. Okay, then I can't. Then I
You don't have
stand
an
there.
attack. You can communicate. You can move.
Okay. Pull out the shotgun,
Okay.
hoping to Christ that even if I just distract them for a minute.
Okay. Thug number 1. Oh, look at that puppy. Who's your couple? Thug number 1, kind of clutching his face. Seems to feel like maybe this isn't exactly worth it anymore. He turns to leave and ends up sort of trapped by thug number 2. Thug number 2 is going to try to stab you.
Okay.
What?
He's not going to try. He's going to succeed.
Definitely going to stab you again. This time, he just kind of repeats the same slashing motion while you've got your eyes trained on thug number 1, and the knife sort of sinks into your arm, kind of like the same place he slashed open earlier. It stings and it burns and your fingers tingle.
Right. I will.
But you do hear the front door get knocked open as hopefully Angela has returned.
Or the cops. Or the cops I told her to call.
They didn't announce themselves though, so maybe not the cops.
I'm hoping. While I can't die, I still feel a lot of steel.
So what are you doing? It's your turn again.
I try to disarm the second guy.
Okay, strength. And strength. His finger's tight, and he's seen that first guy go down.
Okay.
He grips even harder.
All right.
And Angela kind of, you see her barely through the slight crack in the door, sweating and panicked and carrying your duffel bag. She gets to the door and tries to like hand it to you, but she doesn't know what to do because there are people in the way.
Get the shotgun.
Shotgun
Now,
like fumbles, dropping the bag onto the floor and trying to unzip it. Trying to unzip it, gets tangled, but she gets it open and she grabs a shotgun, and that's about it for her turn.
okay. There is now a shotgun in play. It
Okay.
can't be.
So guy number two sort of ducks down to try to get out the door, but then sees Angela trying to get out a shotgun. And then he's just gonna try to tackle her. Because he don't want none of that.
Okay.
That would be his strength. I didn't make a sheet for Angela. I didn't think she'd need one, but here we are. I'm just gonna roll a d20 real quick.
Come on, Angie. You can do this, Angela.
+1. Oh shit!
Yes!
Damn!
That's my baby right there.
Full
That's
of
my
the
baby.
fire of badassery. She sees this man coming and stands up, like, spinning out of his way, shotgun in hand.
This is why you don't fuck with Latinas.
Guy number
This exact
two.
situation.
Guy number two is gonna try to stab you again.
Guy number 1?
2.
Guy number 2 just tried to tackle Angela.
No, that was guy number 1. He didn't attack. He
So they
attacked
went-
her.
They
He
crossed.
got out of the he got out the door
Okay. Thank you.
because he was going to flee, but then
And
saw
then-
him.
Okay. I win on a tie?
You do? I'm sorry.
So he just like grazes my shirt.
Mm-hmm. He kind of gets knocked. His hand gets knocked as his partner, clearly not getting the memo to kill this dude, ends up getting flattened by trying to tackle a girl with a shotgun.
Good luck with it.
And Angela has time to kind of like slide the shotgun through the open door, like trying to pass it off to you.
Okay.
Now it's your turn again.
I catch the shotgun, raise it up one-handed and touch to the guy's intestine, like into his stomach.
Okay.
Finger on the trigger.
Are you
I
going to
fucking
shoot?
dare. No, I look him in the eye. I fucking dare you. The second this fucker twitches, I am putting a hole in him big enough for Angela to crawl through.
All right. So is that a what's it called in the system?
Fade to black.
Intimidation.
No, not a fade to black. It is called readying an action. Are you readying an action to shoot him if he moves?
Yes.
Oh, that too.
If he attempts, yes. If he tries to move, I will kill him. Well, excuse me, I will shoot him.
I'll tell you now. He's gonna try to move. So go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Just so you are aware, unless you have a particular feat, you are rolling with disadvantage on a shooting.
As it's close combat.
Yep.
I'm rolling.
You're rolling
Okay.
with disadvantage for firing in melee range.
Okay, where
twice.
do I roll twice?
Yeah, take the lower because disadvantage.
All right. So we got either way you hit. Hit for 8 damage. Let's see. This is guy number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Guy number 2.
I love that random gunshot, perfectly timed.
Right.
And on point with.
Oh, you don't quite get him. But you
I'm
do.
pretty sure.
You hit him, but you don't quite kill him.
I'm not trying to kill him.
His
I'm trying to stop him.
the echoing blast of a shotgun inside of a bathroom rattles your eardrums, like knocks the toothpaste off of the counter as this guy's stomach explodes in a spray of like guts and clothing and char, and he stumbles back, sort of like closing the door so it's just you and him in this bathroom now. Guy one, now seeing that the shotgun is out of play, tries to grab Angela. Guy two, stuck in the bathroom with you, tries to stab you.
He's gonna try to stab me with a hole in his stomach?
Yeah.
That's dedication.
You don't know his boss.
You're right, I don't, but I'm becoming more and more impressed.
Woozy and dizzy and nauseous and numb. He swings the blade again in the same fashion as he has twice before, but just misses by inches. Outside the bathroom, Angela screams.
Okay, is he still standing or is he on the floor?
He's woozy and wavering, but he is on his feet. Like one hand
Okay.
on his stomach, as though that's really gonna hold everything in.
Shoot him again.
Roll it twice.
Is it still melee? Yeah, I'm just thinking because if I shot him and he fell back, is that still melee range?
It's less than 5 feet, yes.
Okay, 5 feet to the... So I know.
Another echoing shotgun blast. This one tearing the rest of the way through his body. The door behind him splintering into pieces. And dead-faced, this guy crumples to the floor.
Okay, I hobble, I reload as I lead towards and do my best to open the door, like with the gun out.
Give me a strength to move the guy's body away from the door, so you can open it.
Okay.
Perfect. You nudge his limp corpse away, opening up the door. Creep on out.
I'm
Angela's-
looking like...
Angela's on the floor, crying,
Okay.
but guy number one is nowhere in sight.
Alright. I keep the gun up, like pointing in case he tries to come back or something, and immediately go check on her. Are you okay? What's wrong?
Hey, what? And are you? Oh my God, you're bleeding! Oh my God, you're bleeding! Oh my God,
Yeah,
you're
this hurts.
bleeding.
Yes, I am.
She just
Are you
pale.
okay? Did he hurt you?
Who was that?
I'm not sure. I lower the gun, like so it's still pointing in a safe direction. Like if I were to grab it and pull the trigger, I could take somebody's toes off.
Okay.
Because that's a real threat. Detoification. Ruin your foot fetish career. I put it down and sort of like check on her like, okay. I'm not sure who that was. Or why. Have you pissed anyone off recently?
And back to New York.
Just so you're aware, there's a random brick redeemed in chat. That's what me holding up the one finger and making a throwing gesture was.
Are the Usos
It
coming?
was like one, and then once I saw you were looking at me, I like tried to do a throwing gesture, but I didn't want to interrupt combat for letting you know what was happening in chat.
I'm gonna send you a brick, just so that way you can hold it up.
I've
Times like this.
been looking at getting a like the emotional damage but like instead
Yeah.
just like a light up brick
light
symbol.
That's so cute. Let me cute.
I've got an aluminum brick.
Hey, combat takes so long. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay, real
Sorry.
quick, do you want to do this right this time?
What did I do wrong?
You click the little clock gear.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'm not terribly worried about it because there's only a handful of us here.
Okay.
Um,
Then if you're not worried about it, I'm not worried about it.
yeah.
You are le boss.
Oh, let me switch sheets. Okay. Jason 12. I don't have a sheet for her because she wasn't supposed to be in this room.
Sorry.
Just teasing. 12.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Maybe I should get caught in the crossfire. Oh, good.
Now the question is that who's coming through the door, or is that Naomi?
that's coming through the door.
Okay, cool.
Since you both noticed, Jason, you're able to see it, but the room is clear across the room. A panel on the wall pops open. And out comes a guy. Short, spiky blonde hair, like horn rimmed, like fashion, trendy hipster glasses, suit jacket with like a tattoo style roaring lion t-shirt underneath it. Walks in, sword in hand. Timothy, all of a sudden, your whole body erupts in like a hum, a tingle. Your brain is on fire, and you know what that means. You can't see him, headset's still on, but you know there is danger afoot.
Yep. Going to, because he heard the click.
Mm-hmm.
So know what direction that's coming from, the click.
He knows what
Babe.
direction to look.
He is going to back out the other way, flipping the headset off as quick as he.
That's super cool because you're going next.
I thought it was already on my turn.
No.
Maybe.
No, dude rolled a 20.
Yeah, I thought him coming out with the sword was his turn. My bad.
She was
He
just
has
laying out the scene for us, my guy.
Yeah.
Got it.
He kind of glances over to Naomi, looking a little annoyed, but makes a beeline directly for Timothy. Sword dropping to his hand as he takes a swing.
That makes my actions clear cut now.
Sorry, I had to change that because I just said one hand, so I had to switch it. Oh, that's not very good. I'm sure your defense is higher than that. Your defense higher than a 7?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He tries to make like a little quip, like it's a shame to take out the youth of the world this early, but here we are. Woo. Directly, like not even close. Now it's your turn, Timothy.
Okay. Actually, with that being the case, like flips off the headset, grabs some pepper spray and sprays him.
Okay. Roll me pepper spray? I feel like that's a weapon listed on here. I think it's...
There it is.
Oh. That does not meet his defense, though.
No.
He kind of like... He sees your hand come up, the VR come off. He's on edge. He's ready for an attack in return. And he just like jumps backward fast enough to avoid being hit.
And at that point,
You catch the hole from his shirt, though. He's gonna smell like spicy peppers. Jason, unless you want to do movement or
No,
say
we're in
something.
melee. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Okay,
Jason.
me? Cool. First thing, bonus action. I'm using my bodyguard ability called Come Get Some. As a
Okay.
bonus action, choose one opponent that you can see. I'm choosing Dude with Sword.
Okay.
That opponent has disadvantage on it when it attacks anyone other than you.
Awesome. Okay. Bonus action noted.
Yep. As long as they can see you. He's right in front of me. And it's like, oh, no, never mind. I'm not in range of his attacks. If only Timothy had continued moving too.
You know, you can load that in just in case he gets closer. It's fine.
Yep. Okay, that's cool. I will take movement to move, we'll say 10 feet forward. I'm not going to take my full movement.
Okay.
And, yeah, we're shooting.
Okay. Roll me shoot. Oh,
And we miss him.
yeah, you're missing. He saw the arm come up, kind of like dove just far enough to keep from getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
The bullet kind of like pings off somewhere deep behind him. And now it's Naomi's turn.
Destroy some screens.
It's never supposed to be here. All right, we're just gonna.
Not the technology.
Oh, Naomi's gonna kind of like when she sees Jason's gun arm come up, she's gonna try to disarm him.
Rave.
We'll say she's at a -1. Oh shit. She reaches to grab for the gun just as the gun goes off. And you you know what? She's gonna take the 10 damage from the shot as her hand fucking explodes in shards of just gore, and she shrieks, falling to her knees, clutching her fireworks accident of a hand.
Threat neutralized.
You didn't get paid enough, Naomi?
I do.
Now we're back to
Edgelord.
Maximo.
Jason, I got 2 words for you. Combat pay.
How far is Jason from me at this point?
I moved up 10.
So that
No.
put you like right up behind me.
Probably about halfway between you and the seating area.
Okay.
Maximo spins his sword in his hand, kind of glancing at the screaming Naomi, like, shut up! Do you know how hard it is to get good help around here? And then swings again
Rude.
at Timothy.
Ow.
Is that hit?
Yeah, that's a hit.
Look, little Timmy wasn't quite ready this time, and now Maximo is maybe a little mad. You know, it is very hard to get good help around here, Timmy. You would know that.
No, he wouldn't. He has me.
You
And,
ruined your drama.
And you got 3 bricks lined up, so that will actually be 11.
Oh.
Shamelessly slicing through the tiny copper wires of his own haptic technology. As
You know
he
you
just
paid a fortune
carves
for that, right?
furrow across your chest. Jason.
No, Timothy's next.
Okay, that's right.
Unless he's down.
No, I'm not down.
He's not. I think he still has some left. Go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
Alright. I am going to disengage
Okay,
and get back behind Jason.
smart.
And I am going to take as much cover as I can.
are you going to try to duck behind for cover?
Probably the. What would be where he was still in the seating rows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So probably behind one of the chairs.
Okay. So you sort of dive back behind a chair.
Mm.
Okay. No.
Mike, aren't you wearing body armor?
Yeah, but it doesn't kick in yet.
Mm.
I don't know how it works. I'm just.
You could if you read the sheet.
Oh.
Mine's for ballistic armor.
What you doing, Jason?
Oh, is it my turn actually now?
Yeah.
Okay. So Timothy is coming towards me. I see him take a hit.
He's bleeding.
Cool. I am using the a specific ranged attack called Suppressive Fire. And
Okay.
I am setting that up in the field of where this guy is to cover Timothy as he's retreating back. If this guy stays within the range of fire, or in the suppressive fire area, he is automatically taking damage from my gunshots. I don't have to roll to attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think he. Let me go where that is real quick, because I think he can dive for cover.
He can. That is on page 224.
Up to half their speed. Okay. So I don't think that's going to be quite far enough. So how much damage are we talking?
We are talking, 1 second. 10, 9.
Okay. You open fire and there's like a passing look of oh shit across his face.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts to try to sprint, but he doesn't quite make it enough before taking a couple of hits. So that is 9. Let me go back to his sheet. Bullets rip through his like hipster little jacket and his hipster little roaring lion king of the jungle t-shirt. But he's still up.
No, if the dive for cover doesn't work out, he takes the damage, he falls prone.
Okay. Then he's gonna have to take his turn just to get up.
Mm-hmm.
But it is Naomi's turn. She's not doing anything but screaming.
You said Timothy's at me now, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are going to. I'm going to reapply Come Get Some to the dude. Just in case he catches up to us.
Okay. Naomi is, like I said, not doing anything. So I guess it's Maximo's turn again. He is going to stand up.
He's back in my field of fire.
Hold on, let me see if that's 1 second. I know.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize suppressing fire was such a dick move in this system.
Mm-hmm. There's no.
It wouldn't have been so bad.
If there was more cover in the room, it wouldn't be so bad. But
Thought it would be kind of an opening spot.
Military training, y'all. It's a bitch.
He was literally in the middle of the room at the display thing where you were. I'm sorry, Jet.
No, you're fine. Go ahead and go. I can't. He stands up. You shoot.
So roll damage again. Oh. Max 11.
Okay.
And with Timothy at me, suppressing fire happens. So suppressing fire takes 8 of my bullets each time I use it. I only have 21, so I've spent 17 bullets. Free action, reload. Movement action, 30 feet to the door.
Okay.
Taking Timothy with me.
One of those bullets catches this dude straight in the forehead, and he drops back onto his back, sword clattering to the floor. He is not currently a threat, so you guys can act however you want.
Okay. Messenger bag, spinning when we're in the hallway. Messenger bag, spin Timothy around, look at his back. Medicine.
I'll let him apply the medicine right quick.
Okay.
What
While
in?
he's-
And as
he's
noticed, like, what the
applying the
what
medicine.
the fuck was that? You said you've talked to this guy before, and now he's coming at you with a sword. What is going on? What is the situation? 13 on medicine.
Like I said, when he starts applying the medicine, you know, he's sufficiently focused on it. Timothy bolts off and grabs the sword and brings it back out.
No, you have to go put that back in
guy's
there.
sword?
Leave it.
Go put that back in there.
Hold on.
That's
please.
evidence.
Oh, please.
Do it.
What is his hit die? It's a D6.
Do it.
Back up to 5. So as you kind of like zip back into the room, Timmy, this guy is sitting up, crawling to his feet, dragging the sword back to him. Some of his wounds have already started to close, and he locks eyes with you
Max, you're a dick. You can't
and
hit
starts
anything.
running, sprinting for you and your stupid child head.
I'm also using demoralize.
Okay, what does that do?
Let's see if this posts. It does not. Okay. What it does is that minimized. I choose one opponent that can hear me within 60 feet. Target must make a wisdom saving throw against my trick DC. On a failed save, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and attack rolls against the target against him have advantage.
Okay.
It lasts until the end of my next turn.
Okay, wisdom save, you said?
Yeah, and the saving throw would be 8 plus 13, I think.
Yep.
15? Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Just
Do you want to act as he dashes toward you?
and I bolt back.
You're just gonna run?
Oh yeah, I'll spray as I go.
Okay. Roll your. I guess we're just going real informal now. You can roll your pepper spray. He's gonna. If you're fleeing, he's gonna get one shot left before you get to the door and to safety. Oh no! 15. You hit him for 1, so it'll be kind of a blind swing. I think that puts him at a disadvantage. So let me roll it twice real quick.
It's a con save.
Oh, I was just rolling as if he couldn't see.
Anyway, he still rolled really good.
Yeah, he rolled really good, and he's still able to roll, but it's with disadvantage when they're blinded.
Yeah.
Unless they have a feat that allows them to fight blind.
Mm-hmm.
Unless. He, as you like slip out the door, his sword catches you again.
Ow.
For 6.
Still up.
What in the shoot? Because I hit that guy in the forehead. He should be dead. He should be
He
dead.
got better.
He should be dead. And you said wounds are like closing. Oh, wonderful introduction for my great.
Jason's bubble just got burst.
It's just enough for him to back again, crumple to the ground.
at this point, I want to turn around, get his sword, and hit him within.
Do the thing.
You're gonna try to do the thing? All right. Perfect.
Breaking rules. We're breaking rules. I don't know that. I don't know that in character, but out of character, we're breaking rules.
All right. Decapitation challenge. That is 1d20 plus attack bonus with your weapon.
Let's see. So it'd be d20 plus 1.
And then attack bonus with his weapon. There is not one with his sword. Versus his Constitution saving throw. Oh.
Why is it like right there?
You get like part way through. Just his own sword wedged in a vertebrae.
I'm going to grapple Timothy.
Roll strength. Versus
Acrobat.
strength or dex.
Ah, the nat 20.
You bear
Getting,
hug.
edged out
scoop
all
him
over the
up,
place here.
feet off the ground because he's smold.
And carrying the 11-year-old with me out of there, grabbing my phone, and I'm using my wonderful, wonderful ability. I'm calling the police, is the name of the ability.
Perfect. What does that do?
You have a good relationship with law enforcement. You gain advantage on charisma checks when dealing with law enforcement. Furthermore, police respond if you call to report a security problem related to your official duties.
Perfect. Someone answers immediately. What do you tell them?
Timothy Edgewood has been attacked, an assailant with a sword at address.
Sir, sword? Like a...
Like a sword.
Yes, sir. Dispatch immediately. Thank you.
That there has been defensive actions taken, shots have been fired. Just letting you know.
Dispatching units now. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
And you guys are welcome to get out
As soon
of
as
the venue.
as soon as I hang up the phone, it's like, what the fuck, Timothy?
We're gonna wrap that scene up right there, because that's perfect. Meanwhile, in Portland. Dead guy in bathroom. Angela crying. Your phone rings. Rings once, doesn't ring again. And then there is the text tone, whether it's a vibrate, an actual ding, whatever it
Glance
is.
down.
From an unknown number. Not only is it one you've never put in your phone before, it literally just says unknown. It says, what a waste. But there are plenty more where that came from. Meet me here. Gives just like a latitude and longitude. 1 week. Or I'll keep sending more. Not just to this girl, but the other one too. And that's where we're ending tonight's episode.
Is it signed? Just tell me, is it signed?
No.
No.
You are muted.
Yay! That was fun. That was great.
Thanks. Combat takes so long.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
First time.
Thanks for your patience, you guys. I've never run this game before.
You did great.
You did really well. This was a lot of fun.
Good.
For all the bricks, that weren't for me because nothing got in range of hurting me.
Nothing hit him.
The non-sword fighter triumphs once again.
Yeah.
He got hit
Long
with
range
mental
is
bricks.
I did get hit with plenty of mental bricks. We got to clean up doggy vomit. We got to listen to Maximo Trust. There's plenty of outer character bricks.
All right, props o'clock. Hey, Daddy, you go first.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to give it to Chef. Largely just the chaos of bathroom fight was a treat. It's just crazy, and then like having to like remember rules and like occasionally be like, I know what you're going for, but it doesn't work that way in the system. I'm sorry, bro. And I could hear me over Jen's mic because I was muted anytime like it was a Chef turn. It was like that way, like I didn't possibly like interrupt or anything. But like when he was like, I'm looking around the bathroom for something to do, is like this and then like this and this, and like I could hear me over Jen's mic. I was like, towel rack. And then Chef's like, out the towel thing, the towel thing in the wall.
I've seen Boondock Saints. I know how this works.
It was great. It was great. I had a blast. BT Dubs, just lift off the back of the toilet next time.
I was going to, but I didn't think I would. I didn't want to like turn my back and everything.
It's fine. That would have been my only.
You're gonna be in your bathroom. It's fine.
That would have been my
I
only
thought
commentary.
about it.
It's like, just pick up that big porcelain heavy boy.
Oh, Glendizzle, you're next.
Chef again, but for the flirt game he had with his little missus there, that was some strong stuff. You were doing good.
Yeah, he can talk a great game.
Yeah.
Oh God. Honestly, I gotta give it to Matt just for watching that sheer. What the fuck?
It's like, hey,
He had.
it's like threats dispatched, get kid to safety. Why is the kid running back in? Why is no.
That, yes. That
one,
right there.
Right there.
Yes. Just fantastic acting as always, dude. But even I was like, no, I could really see that like happening over the barrel of the gun.
Perfect.
How does he back up?
I would also say massive props to Jen for actually like putting all this whole thing together, because I had an absolute blast.
That was great.
And yeah.
Good. I was trying to make sure it wouldn't drag, but Combat Man.
And running two completely separate, series of events, yeah, at the same time, that's hard.
It is.
Oh yeah.
And you did great.
No, thank you.
You really did.
I'm definitely gonna use a little turn tracker next time, so I don't have to remember because I'm bad at that.
You did fine.
That's a next week thing. Hey, guess who has his power back?
Cool, it's me. Guys, if you're not part of our Discord community and you want to come join in crazy fun time shenanigans, head over there. JenofThieves is recruiting villains for this this series of games. If you can play in a game or two and you want to be a bad guy messing with us, you totally can do that. Do so by joining the Discord and then messaging JenofThieves there. YouTube, this video will upload on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But all of our games exist over on YouTube since we've become DM Daddy RPG. So please go over there, check out some things. We had a bunch of other premieres. We had a new Werewolf the Apocalypse. We have an X-Men themed Teenage Ratchet game, which was exceptionally ratchet. We have so many different kinds of tabletop RPGs. We've got something for everybody. Go over there and check us out. And of course, Patreon, if you enjoyed these shenanigans, Patreon is what we do to fund these shenanigans. It's how we buy the books. It's how we buy art and map packs, which you may see on this game in the future, but you'll definitely see them over in my games. So on and so forth. Merch bundles, you get all kinds kinds of cool stuff, merch bundles, weighted voting, slots in games, credits in the YouTube videos, etc., etc., etc. As always, thank you for joining us, not just on every normal weekend, but on this, a premiere weekend, where you get to see the pace and the setting and the wonderful tones of this Highlander-themed campaign. We were joined by our lovely, lovely director, as I believe it's called in the Everyday Heroes system, JenofThieves, Timothy Edgewood, portrayed by Glandizzle, Bjorn, portrayed by Chef Corhall, aka Corhall, and I, of course, am DM Daddy RPG. And Daddy loves you very much. We'll see you next time.